A thread by Carlos Osuida. Yikes. We should talk about this total madness. Mike Cernovitch tweets, Twitter admins have the power to post on behalf of world leaders. One employee could start World War III with a tweet. It reminds me of an old US Army adage from World War I. When in danger, when in doubt, run in circles, scream and shout. First of all, we're not going to have World War III under any circumstances because there aren't any competing military alliances. Both the First and Second World Wars began because countries had formal agreements to come to each other's aid if attacked. China has no military allies. Who are Russia's military allies? Armenia, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Belarus, and Georgia. The US has NATO. Belgium, Canada, Denmark, France, Iceland, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Norway, Portugal, the United Kingdom, Greece, Turkey, Germany, Spain, the Czech Republic, Hungary, Poland, Bulgaria, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Romania, Slovakia, Slovenia, Albania, Croatia, Montenegro, and North Macedonia. Other allies: Australia, New Zealand, the Philippines, Thailand, Japan, South Korea, Argentina, Bahamas, Bolivia, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Costa Rica, Dominican Republic, Ecuador, El Salvador, Guatemala, Haiti, Honduras, Nicaragua, Panama, Paraguay, Peru, Trinidad and Tobago, and Uruguay. Other allies: Israel, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Qatar, Kuwait, Oman, Egypt, Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Lebanon, Iraq, Afghanistan, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Pakistan, Equatorial Guinea, Ethiopia, Uganda, Kenya, and Djibouti. We also have interoperability training exercises with almost as many countries, including ones we don't talk about. And I forgot Singapore and Taiwan. So, no Third World War, ever, under any circumstances. What about a tweet starting World War III? Do people actually not understand that social media is utterly trivial when it comes to geopolitics? President Trump has direct telephone access to every leader on the planet, or he has direct access to their intermediaries. We talk to Iran all the time, probably in Switzerland. So, if a tweet goes out, nothing happens. What about a sneak attack? Not possible due to multiple layers of global surveillance. Remember the US Tomahawk missile attack on Shayrat Air Base in Syria? We saw the Sukhoi Su-22 attack aircraft take off, drop the chemical munitions, and return to base. They were tracked by ground and air-based surveillance systems. Only one country on Earth has the proven ability to mask major military operations: Saudi Arabia. The Saudis somehow moved hundreds of armored vehicles and self-propelled artillery into Little Aden and Crater, Yemen in May of 2015. It was the largest amphibious landing in the history of the Middle East, and nobody saw it happen. On June 14th, 2015, a total of 170 Oshkosh MATV mine-resistant ambush-protected vehicles, MRAPs, broke out of Little Aden and Crater and secured roads and Aden International Airport. This is the only known photo of MRAPs breaking out. The story is that a temporary port was built in one night, the 170 MRAPs were landed, and the port was then dismantled the same night. Impossible. And then hundreds of tanks and infantry fighting vehicles appeared, and self-propelled artillery pieces, high-speed artillery pieces. You know what I've learned? When experts can't explain something, they either ignore it or make up some horse manure that doesn't actually answer the question. No way can you build a temporary port in one night and land hundreds of vehicles. And nobody in the Gulf Cooperation Council has large-scale amphibious landing capabilities anyway. The war started on March 26th, 2015. The vehicles were there for sure by June 14th, 2015. What the Saudis did was spoof surveillance platforms and satellites. See, I must know answers. I don't just make up crap so that I can sound superior. This was the beta test for the satellite spoofing. From Wired.com. Is this the secret US drone base in Saudi Arabia? That base is not real. The imagery was injected into the satellite using a form of as yet unknown malware. It was absolutely impossible for commercial satellites to find the base by accident, so somebody planted the story. And the world fell for it. It's a well-known fact that the Israelis can spoof enemy radar by recording several seconds of clear skies and then injecting the imagery on a loop back into the radar systems. Aircraft can attack unseen. This article is from 2011. Imagine today's capabilities. From the Daily Beast, Israel's secret Iran attack plan, electronic warfare. As we speak, somebody is destroying Iran's offensive capabilities. I knew it would happen this way. Unannounced, incrementally, through the use of massively advanced technology. Twitter is for pretend. Get a grip, people, for God's sake. A world war doesn't start based on a tweet. How is it possible for a sentient human being to think that? Go back to Herman Wouk's The Caine Mutiny, 1951. A ridiculous blowhard with no military experience convinces the crew to mutiny against their weirdo captain. He is a weirdo, but he's a professional. He knows more about the Navy than all of them put together. The only way their lawyer can save them from being hanged is by playing on the captain's weirdness, but the officers were in the wrong. Someday, people must accept that Trump knows more about the world than all of us combined. He is, without exaggeration, the most informed human being on Earth. Twitter is useful and utterly silly. Big on Twitter is like being big in Japan. That was the worst thing you could ever say about an American musician. Big in Japan meant you were horrible. Don't let Twitter fool you into thinking you're important. In the realm of geopolitics, we don't matter. Our only job is to re-elect Trump. By keeping Trump important, we are important. If we crap out on Trump, we deserve to live in a world where people think Twitter matters.